Alright, so here's today's trade recap. I also missed out on yesterday's, so I'll just kind of show you. I'll just show you the setups I took. I lost yesterday. Um, but yeah, so coming into today, I was bullish because we had this massive 15-minute gap here on NQ and this hourly gap as well on which is the same as the 15-minute. We didn't have an hourly gap on ES. So basically I had a few different scenarios off open. We also had 9:45 news, so I was waiting for that to be put out, and then once that was out, then I decided I would take a trade. I know we had consumer sentiment at 10, but it's hit or miss with that. And yeah. So like if I'm getting the entry early enough, then like I really don't give a shit about the consumer sentiment. Um, But all right, so here I'll just show you my scenarios. All right, boom, we come down into either taking this low or this low. Regardless, we have to take out this fucking low at least. Boom, inversion. Boom, that. Or we just like so. All right, we open low, whatever, do that. Or we open low, we displace lower, create like a 5 or 15-minute gap, boom, retrace into it, and then short. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Fuck. To like the sell side and basically London lows, you know? Um, and then, so that's those two scenarios, or we do this, boom, continuations higher, or we boom. I'd probably want to see this 4 hour get hit, and then like see shorts. It's probably be like mech short, you know. Um, but yeah, so those are my 4 scenarios I gave myself. Um, for continuations and other PDI or Mac model, whatever. So yeah. 1 second. All right. So basically, here's market open. Like I said, I was bullish. We just chop the fuck around. Um, we do get an SMT, I believe. Oh fuck, I put it on the one. We get an SMT with this low. This is before 9:45. So like I said, I wanted to see this setup fail, and then we get like an actual setup after news. Also something I don't like about this, and what I'm kind of trying to like make sure how I take my setups from now on, and this kind of happened yesterday, is like the fact that I mean, like, yeah, we souped it or whatever, but like I don't know, I kind of want to see more like of a manipulation other than just like a wick, you know, because in that, like, we're still kind of like chopping in the range, kind of. I'd rather see like more of like boom, and then we get our fucking, you know. So I faded this setup. I knew I didn't want to take it. I drew it up though as if I were to take it, and yeah, my stop loss would have been at this low, I believe, or actually no, I would have set it here, I believe, because of like the risk to reward ratio would have been fucked. Um, or what, like, not risk to reward ratio, but like the I mean, yeah, that, and just like I wouldn't even be able to rip one micro with it all the way down here. So yeah, I believe 9:45 is the next candle, and boom, stop loss puncher. So this is what I wanted to see, is us boom come down in here and see lower prices. So boom, what do? We come into this 15-minute gap. We come into this 5-minute gap, right? That's everything I really wanted to see. Fire. We didn't necessarily need to take out all this because, I mean, we just didn't need to. So boom. Once that happens, I'm immediately, all right, boom, highest time frame. 5 minute, nothing. 4 minute, nothing. 3 minute. We'll wait on that. 2 minute. Oh, looks like it's going to be formed. Go 1 more minute. And it is formed. So we'll see 3 minutes not here, 4 minutes not here, 5 minutes not here, obviously. So what do we have? We have the 2 minute. Boom, I enter here for longs with 2 micros. Like I said, I did up, or actually, no, you don't. Did I tell you guys that? I don't know. But if I didn't say it already, I did up my risk, so I am risking 200 per account right now. I'm still not at my full size yet. This is just like slowly bringing it up as I take better setups, like just to make sure everything's all good. You know what I'm saying? But just to build it out of drawdown, and it's looking a lot better than it did yesterday. That's actually insane, the fucking whipsaw of that. But yeah. So boom, inverse here. I enter for longs, 2 micros, stop loss at the candle body. There's no SMT, so I believe on the 1 minute there's no SMT. Yeah, no, there's not. So boom, and then take profit at the high. I was contemplating going break even if ES takes the high. So what I was planning on doing is, if ES takes the high before NQ, I would obviously go break even, right? And then I'd probably just move my take profit to a 1-to-1. So when I was taking this trade, I had the this all up here for like a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? To make sure like it was, you know, saying to understand like where the price is and all that shit, just to instantly put it on there if needed. But basically I didn't need it. And yeah, so also when I was, bro, this was like for like to help me with risk management with this shit, to take this setup. I was like, I threw this up here to see where we closed, because we was looking for a second like we're gonna close all the way up here. And if we did, I was like, all right, well, if we end up closing up here or like in this range, then I'm taking 1 micro. And if I close below fucking that range, or like in this area, I'll fucking rip the 2 micros that I want. Because like you can see the difference. If I'm risking $200, 2 micros right here is $195. 2 micros right here is $300. So I'd have to be risking 1 micro to be risking $150 to make $150, right, per account. So I fucking banked on this. I was lucky enough to get my get the fucking great entry, and I entered with 2 micros, like I said. But yeah, I had the GAN box on there to understand the premium and discount where we were, if the candle closed, and see where I'd want to potentially put a limit order if needed, but I didn't need it. So boom. I believe this plays out in like 5 minutes. And boom. Take profit. Fucking smacked, bitch. So that was a banger. So I was in for 2 micros. And yeah. It took, where'd we enter? Fucking like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's sweet. Yeah, that's perfect. When it was gonna get like, if it was like kind of like right here, 5 minutes before, if we didn't hit take profit yet, because again, like I said, there was 10 a.m. news. I would have put my stop loss to break even, stop loss to break even, and if we're like up here, then like when news comes out, like yeah, stop loss to break even. I don't know. I was just kind of like letting it do its thing. I didn't want to be too fucking like scared, I guess, by news, because like it's not the craziest news event, and it doesn't always do this fucking crazy, you know, wick. I mean, it's done it before. I've seen it happen. I've been fucked by it before, I believe. But yeah, so I was just trying to make sure I was being safe with it. So yeah, so here's the setup. You know, we rejecting an hourly on ES, rejecting a 15 minute, so sweep of a 15 minute internal low, and a 5 minute rejection as well. So I guess you could say we're rejecting this 30 minute. So boom, yeah, 2 minute inversion. There's no SMTs, just LRL at the highs right here. You know, and then yeah, so take profit here. I didn't want to shoot for anything more. There's no reason to. And yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to go into, but made 1.5K today across, so 300, 400, whatever the fuck it is, across all 4 accounts, 4, 8, 12. No, not 400. So it was just a little bit over 300. I don't know. And then, like I said, I did lose yesterday. I did take 3 trades. First one was a break even. Second one was a loss, and then third one was a loss. And I ended up hitting daily loss on it. And I also did lose more on my lead account because that whole, I fucking talked about it before, the NQ shit, when I accidentally enter, that whole like NQ shit, like when I accidentally enter, and I'm like, say I take a trade, right? Or I'm not on my fucking trading view for like 20 minutes, right? Hop back on that shit. Where I left it off was MNQ. It just then reboots to go to NQ. I'm fucking expecting it to be MNQ because like it's where I left it off at. But no, boom, NQ. I'm like, all right, perfect. It's that one contract because that's what I wanted to take. Sell. Boom. Instantly fucking liquidated. I'm like, fuck. Daily loss on it. And it lost extra money too. So annoying. Extra 60, no pun intended, but extra $67 were lost because of that. So basically, that was annoying. I hate when that happens. It's been probably the 4th time that happened to me. And then what else? So then I logged out and logged into my other account so I could copy trade the 3 accounts. And then I ended up losing. And I saw TGR took the same shit. I didn't take an inversion. I took an inversion off of ES, and we were just displacing, and there was LR, and it was a great setup in my opinion. We had a 5 minute, like, you know, holding us lower, didn't hold us lower. We didn't sweep any liquidity to put me at break even either. So on either asset. So yeah, I kind of just got fucked with a generation of liquidity. It happens, but it would have played out, or if it played out, I would have put it up on the day. I'll go to that actually. Yesterday I'll go show you my setups. So let's see. So the first setup I took was, there was some form of SMT. I believe it was with this low. This is the first setup I took, and then this is like sketchy, but it was kind of like the best one you could have taken, at least. I mean, because it was a break even out of all of them. So boom, we souped that low. I believe this was like a 15-minute internal low or some shit. I don't fucking remember. We'll just throw this here as fucking that. Maybe we could do this. Sure, 5-minute internal low, whatever. Alright, and then we'll have to fucking obviously scroll back. Boom. Alright, boom. So we had equal highs off of market open. I remember I wasn't going break even here, but that was just like an extra confluence for me to want to take this setup and break even here at this buy side. and I was targeting something here. We'll see my setup. My entry was like, yeah, I was targeting this shit, this like daily internal high, which I thought was gonna be hit the whole, like, I thought, whatever. It should have been hit in my opinion. So this was me just like working with what the fuck I had. Because I mean the reason why originally I was not gonna take an inversion here. Reason being was this soup with the SMT and everything. That was the reason why, and just like the instant reaction, right? And that's the only, we had to change the state right here as well. We come back into it, whatever. But yeah, I get broke even. And never played out to that high. I believe I would have been in there. Yeah, I was 1 micro at this bitch. So that would have been 250, 270, like 265 probably I would have made on this per count. So this would have been a banger as well, because 1 micro, I can't take profits. I mean, the only real drawn liquidity would be fucking there. I mean, but no, we didn't get that. So boom, right after I break even, and in my head, we are still inside of hourly. We don't have really any SMTs, but with the fact that we've generated low resistant liquidity, and their ES looks better for the low resistant liquidity, because remember, they have the SMT, so it's more like trend line, whereas us, we just come down, take it, and then run higher. So I see that, and I also see this 1 minute gap. So this to me, boom, PDI, right? This is like perfect to me, right? We just take the high, instantly displace to the downside, inversing the highest time frame gap in the leg with low resistant liquidity there, data lows, all that shit. London lows, I mean, it's not London lows technically, at least for what I look at. London lows, it was 9 minutes too late, but London lows, I mean, we have this high time frame, low resistant liquidity. This to me made sense for us to sell off at least to this internal low, right? So this looks like a PDI to me, and I end up slowly getting stopped out there. So boom, that happens, whatever. I'm like, fuck. So at this point in time, I'm waiting for 10 a.m. To see open, high, low, close. Are we gonna have a 5 minute gap to reject to push us higher, or are we gonna use it as an inversion to the downside, right? NQ doesn't end. I'm not fucking changing chart time frames because I hate having to scroll through it. NQ doesn't make the 5 minute. ES does. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna go off ES for this. We end up obviously coming down, displacing at 10:11 is when I enter. I get my entry right here. So this is like when I got my like liquidation fucking bullshit. My stop loss was probably I mean, I had 100 to risk, so it was like, and my stop loss was like around there. And then I was shooting literally just for the fucking London lows, because I'm like, at this point, this is where the draw is. We didn't inverse the hourly that's above us or anything. We're open high. I'm expecting it to low close, which it did. It just had to fucking stop us out first. So boom, I enter here. We have a 5 minute gap holding us. My stop's just above the 5 minute gap, which I'm assuming is going to be this fucking, yeah. That's going to be the top of it or whatever. That's a funny ass text I just got. I got my girlfriend's dog like a toy, and she sent me a picture and said they're obsessed with the toy, but she accidentally wrote toe. I don't know, but yeah. So I entered short here with my this is my last trade of the day. I know TGR took this shit too, and we fucking boom. Honestly, I can go to ES. I can show you that it just didn't fucking take that low either. As you can see, I mean, ES looks even better. They have data, like, they're more, It's just annoying, bro. But we were not able to take this low. We were not able to take this low. So boom, stop out. But yeah, it was literally just based off like, here's 10 a.m. open high. We just displaced lower in versus 5 minute. That's here. I'm like, all right. I mean, we've got the fucking generated liquidity. We got data lows, all this shit. Why the fuck not? Nope. Boom, stop out. Then fucking dumped to the fucking. Oh, so annoying. But that's basically sums up what happened yesterday. So I ended up losing a little over $800, I believe. And yeah, I can show you that. I mean, you already saw it, but I'll show you again. Yeah, this market looks like shit. Yeah, 873 lost yesterday. So glad that we had this dub, finish the week off strong. And we're up on the month too. So we got one more week. We can see how that goes. We're up about 1,000 this month, but I haven't had the 4 accounts this entire month. Like, I've had them probably for 2 weeks, so that's fine. Yeah, I probably have them for like literally just 2 weeks. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we got 2 trading days, I believe, tomorrow, next week. So we'll see what we can do there. Hopefully we can get some fucking bangers. Because I mean, like, if we make 800 each trade, that's 1.6k. So then that's probably what, 1.6k plus like a rack. It's like 2.6k. Yeah. And honestly, like, I didn't have all the accounts this month, so I mean, you know, it could be more, whatever. But I'm just gonna continue to play it slow, manage risk well, make sure these setups are good, and I just gotta keep treating it like a fucking business, or else this will never work, you know? So yeah, that's really all I have to say. So hopefully, I mean, this is a long video because I did go through 2 days worth of shit, but this was a fucking phenomenal setup, and I'm fucking so thankful that I was able to take this shit, because this shit was a fucking banger. But yeah, that's about it. So see ya.